Hey there guys, Link584 here with another episode of Tasty Games. Now consider this episode a follow-up to the one that Foisku did a few months ago, where she went over several lists of recipes for Paper Mario. Now I'm doing the same criteria she did in her video, the same top list, just Zesty's version. So, starting right in with top 5 most benefits. At number 5, we actually have the Spite Pouch. Now this was a weird one to put on the list because we went back and forth about what would actually make our top 5. And unlike the one for the first game, it was not so simple as looking at HP and flower points, considering there is no life shroom in this one that you can make. So Spite Pouch actually snuck its way on board at number 5, which it's when you receive the payback effect, where any damage done to Mario is given back 50% to the enemy. And as a bonus, it can do 100% if used with return postage. At number 4, we have Maple Ultra, which restores 50 health and 10 flower points. But we also made it tie with Jelly Super, which does the opposite at 10 HP and 50 FP. Number 3, we have the Shroom Crepe, which does 30 HP and 20 FP. Number 2, the Zess Deluxe, where it restores 40 of both. And at number 1, Jelly Ultra, restoring 50 of each. Moving on to the top 5 most realistic. Now in this game there's a lot of wacky things that you literally cannot make in the real world, or it just doesn't fit in the real world. It's not a matter of can you make it or not, it's not real. They have magic properties or what have you, it doesn't matter. If something can be made, it would be on this list. But the most realistic to make, at number 5, we actually have a tie between Zess Dinner and Zess Special. The Zess Dinner is actually spicy pasta and coconut, which actually sounds pretty bland and they don't really seem to go together in real life, but hey, that's actually something that you could realistically make. And the Zess Special is fresh pasta and mushroom. That's something that a lot of people actually do, so that's very realistic. At number 4, we just have a spicy pasta, which is made of hot sauce and spaghetti. Those two things together would in fact make a spicy pasta. And number 3, we have Shroom Fry. It's literally just made of a mushroom. You fry that up and literally in real life you would have a fried shroom. So as far as realistic goes, you really can't get much more than that. But yet there's still 2 more things on the list. At number 2, we have spaghetti, where you use fresh pasta. It is that simple. There is nothing more realistic than that, other than the very last one on the list, number 1, fresh juice, which is used from a Keel mango. You just like anything else, you put in a smoothie maker, you squeeze it, whatever, the fresh juice is there. That is the most realistic thing in the game. You could argue that the spaghetti is, but there's no arguing that this top 5 list of the most realistic are probably really the only realistic things in the game. Now we move on to the top 5 last list of most tasty. So now looking at this, whether something can be made or not, just going by the pictures and what the item is, we went ahead and figured out what are the most tasty things that Zesty can make. At number 5, we actually put the mousse cake. It's cute, it's simple, it's small, it's got little pink lines on it, a little dollop of whipped cream on top. It actually looks pretty tasty. As far as if I would actually eat that in real life, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of pink mousse. I don't know what it would taste like, but just looking at the picture, those few pixels, they look pretty good. I don't know what those droplets are on the side that are pink too, but I kind of want one. Number 4, it's Zess Frappe. Frappe. Zess Frappe. It looks to me like, what is it, snowballs, snow cones, just put in a dish, and it's as simple as that. I like that type of stuff. That looks good to me. Moving on, number 3, Mango Delight. Oh, this looks fantabulous. This is something that I feel like you would find at a buffet, at the dessert section, or maybe some sort of fancy restaurant. It just looks so good in that little cup. In fact, if you look at the cup, it's pretty small, at the base, but then it gets really wide. There's a good dessert in there. Not sure how I feel about the little leaf things on top of it, but it just looks like this melt in your mouth jello-y creation. I know it's just pixels, but that looks so good. Number 2 on the list is the fruit parfait. Now, in real life, I am not necessarily a fan of parfaits, but dang, they put whipped cream on that, they got a cherry, they got some other fruit that are in there, all things that are just so good. I'm just thinking about the different juices in my mouth. It is, oh, I don't know why, but that just makes me salivate. And then number 1 was a tie between the peach tart and choco cake. Oh, to me, the choco cake actually looks like the tart. It looks like it's got that pie type crust. And I'm not a fan of tart typically, but that pink and the frosting looks real good. That was Foisco's, you know, she loves that. Me, I'm the choco cake guy. I wanted the choco cake. I was like, it has to be up there. It looks really good. It looks more like a chocolate cream pie. That is to die for. Now compare the pixels of that to a real chocolate pie, chocolate cake. Both actually. Compare all these 3 things and you'll see that these few pixels hold up to the real thing. It's incredible. Now we have one last special thing. Just like Foisco had her special top 1, I have a top 1, which is the most counterintuitive thing that you can cook in the game, which doesn't even make sense how you can cook this. But if you go to Zesty, you can actually make a gold bar. Now, I don't know why a chef knows how to cook a gold bar, but she can. And the wonderful thing is, to make this gold bar, it only costs 3 to make it. So you can turn 3 gold bars into 1 at a loss of 200 coins. Because they give you the option. Someone had to program that. Why? I don't know. I'm sure there's probably some sort of use for it. Maybe just that I'm not aware of, but to me, in my research, that was the most counterintuitive thing you can make. If anything, I just don't get why she can make it. She's not a blacksmith, she's a cook, and that's a recipe to her. I don't know who she's serving this up to, but I really do not want to eat that. Anyway, it's as simple as that. Those are my top lists. Sorry if I've rambled on long enough, but thank you for watching, and as always, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to watch more of these things, you can subscribe. You can definitely share this with your friends, which is actually probably the best thing you can do. Sharing is the best. We all love to share. So I shared my list with you. I'd like to hear your guys' top lists when it comes to Zesty's recipes here. So I'm Link584, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.